today I want to show you how to make what I call frosted flowers. I've been on a lot of blogs lately and they use a lot of ready-made embellishments and little Christmassy houses with lots of glitters, but it looks like uniform, you know, like kind of like the old Christmassy village houses that you would find underneath the tree in the 60s and the 70s. So anyways, and I wanted to do some flowers, and this is what I came up with. Let me try and zoom in so you can get a better look. See how that shimmers and everything is just nice and sparkly and even, and I even colored it in one fell swoop. You just dunk your flower in a mixture that I came up with, and this is what you end up with. Here's one here that's, I left it natural, so it's just white. You can see it sparkle. Oh, I love it. I just eat them. So let me show you what you're going to need to do this. First of all, you're going to need a container to do your own mix, some Dazzling Diamonds glitter. You can use any kind of glitter that you want, but something white or clear works better. You're going to need some water. The re-inker comes into play with the second style that I'm going to show you. Some white glue that dries clear. You can use PVA glue. This is just regular white glue that you can find at any arts and craft supply store. Gosh, I even got this at my grocery store, so it's not a problem to find these. My trusty Swiffer refill. This is to pick up the glitter. Some Scott towels. You might also want to have some baby wipes handy just in case you make a mess. Some flowers, paper flowers. I have one here. It's almost like a foamy texture, and they're hard to dye, but with this technique you can dye them. And the paper flowers that I'm using, they're from, if you're local in the Montreal area or even in Canada, I guess, we have stores called Dollarama, and this is their brand. And you can get them in packages of 9. I think they have different models, but this is the one that I'm going to be using today. You are also going to need something to stir your mixture with. I'm using an old knitting needle because I just happened to find one and not a pair, so I thought perfect, I'll use it for that. And a spoon to just pick up your glitter. You need a craft mat, a non-stick heat resistant, well, not heat resistant for this case, but this happens to be heat resistant. It's made of Teflon, and because you're going to be handling a lot of it's glue and it's glitter, you don't want your desk to be messy. And I use a smaller one just to put my flowers a half after I've dyed them and coated them with the glitter, and they just rest on the craft mat. They dry there, and you just pick up whatever's left over afterward with a dry cloth and everything comes off, so it's perfect. Anyways, enough chattering. Let me show you how to do this. First, I'm going to put a bit of glue in my container. The mixture, I don't have a recipe really for the mixture. I just make sure that the bottom of my container is coated, and I would say you probably need half-half, so half of glue and half of water. You don't want something that's too thick that is hard to handle, and you don't want something too clear that it doesn't dry. I'm going to be using a spray bottle of water here, but usually I would go to my sink, but just to show you. So I'm just going to start adding my water, and I'll know that I've got the right consistency when I start mixing. And also you want to have a fairly good amount in your container so that you can actually dunk the water without, you know, so that your flower is immersed completely in the liquid. See how it kind of, you have to pick up whatever's at the bottom. It's got to be really mixing well. Let me just, I don't think I have enough glue here. Let me just add some more, and then I'll add some more water. So like I said, it's about half-half. And what's neat about these flowers is that when they dry, the glitter does not come off at all, and it it's just, ugh. Anyways, they're so yummy. But me and my flowers, what can I say? I like glitter and I like flowers, so this is a perfect combo. Okay, I think I'm happy with that consistency. It's clear enough. All right, so now you're going to take the flour. There's no color right now in my mixture, so I'm just going to dunk my flour, coat it properly, let it drip for a bit. I tap on my hand. All right, and then I'm going to take my glitter. Let me move this out of the way. Take my glitter, and I didn't want to use my big bowl of glitter just in case some of the glue would come off and contaminate my whole container. But if you hold your flour straight up like this and you pour your glitter all over, the liquid should not fall into your bowl. And here's the trick. Don't tilt it. Just go like this. Plunk. Because if you tilt it, then the glue might come off. But if you hold it down like this, the glitter that sits on top of your flour will prevent the glue from falling into your bowl. And that's it. You're done. You just have to let it dry. And it does dry. The water does not affect it. It really, really dries well. I would say probably in about an hour everything is totally dry. Now here's the fun trick, because I made these pink ones, right? Well, my friends, use your reinkers, and you are going to add the color to that mixture. So and you can use varying tint of a color. So what I would recommend is that you start with a very light color and work your way up. So maybe you'll want to do a batch of light blue. This is tempting turquoise. So maybe you'll want to do a batch of light blue. So you're going to use the first mixture to make a few flowers. Then you're going to add more reinker to your mixture. So it's really easy to do, a lot of fun. I can see a whole bunch of possibilities with that. So there's it's kind of like pale turquoisey. I'm happy with that. I really like it. So here's my flour. Let's dunk. Make sure it's coated nicely. And tap, tap, tap. Drip, drip, drip. Oops. Oh, this is beautiful. And now I'm gonna take my glitter container again. Make sure I've got a nice full coating with the dazzling diamond. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? And then go, whoops. Oh, you see, I didn't wait enough. This is what happens when you don't wait long enough. You see those little raindrops of color? So, you know, tap it, make sure that none of the liquid is still moving around on your flour, and then, but that's okay. I'm going to be reusing this glitter because I'm going to make more blue flowers, so that's okay. I'm okay with that. See how gorgeous that is? Let me just zoom back in. Look at this. Oh, yumminess. See? Oops. There we go. It's absolutely breathtaking. And they really, really dry hard, and the glitter does not come off. Let me take one that I did earlier. This is one that I didn't have. This is the foamy kind of one that I made earlier. I didn't have the stem. Keep your stem because it's easier to handle. But look at this. It's really dry. No glitter. Here. Sorry. No glitter. Love it. So that's it, guys, for my frosted flowers tutorial that I had on my other channel. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the description box. And I will see you soon. Bye!